So the most astute among you may be noticing that this is not Pocatello. We're actually at the Massacre Rocks rest area, which is west of Pocatello. How are we over here already? It's not even 1 o'clock yet. How have you unloaded? I can picture you saying this in my mind. So just one specific person, but you know. The viewers as a whole, so to speak. And, well, so we went and parked at the Lowe's last night, the Lowe's I was delivering to. And I was getting out of my truck to go walk over to Buffalo Wild Wings. And as I stepped out of my truck, 86 left, okay. As I stepped out of my truck, someone from inside the store was walking up to me and said, "Hey, we have a full staff tonight. Do you want us to just unload you now?" So of course I said, yes, absolutely. And we got unloaded in about 45 minutes. So I was there for a grand total of about an hour and a half. I spent like 45 minutes just sitting there and then got ready to go get food. And then they were like, "Let's unload you." Which was wild because the directions were like, under no circumstances will they unload at any time other than between 1 and 4 p.m. So it's just like, all right, cool. I'm special. I guess. IDK. I don't know. Why did I just say IDK out loud? What have I become? Woo, we're getting passed by a FedEx triple already. I could not tell he was a triple when I merged in, but I can see his third trailer now. I like their chain solution, just having the chains as part of the mud flap assembly. That's really clever. You are clear, Mr. FedEx. Triples very popular in Idaho. One of the longest triple routes in the country is you can take triples from Portland, Oregon, all the way east to Pocatello, and then all the way south to Las Vegas. And that's a very common triples route. And it's just constantly the trailers getting swapped out and exchanged all the way. And of course some of them take 84 instead, but still very, very neat. I am very glad that we are in Idaho today. One, because I love Idaho, it's beautiful. Look at this. This is some pretty breathtaking scenery right here among these rocks. And also because it's extremely windy today up in Montana and east of us in Wyoming. It was pretty darn windy last night, actually, getting here. But we made it in one piece. We are currently empty, and we are deadheading to the western side of Idaho to pick up a load of soft drinks bound for Bozeman. And I think after that we're going home, but I'm not sure if they're going to find me a load to go home from there or if I'm just going to deadhead home from Bozeman. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, here's a fun one. We haven't been here in quite a while.
In a half mile, keep to the left on I-84.
This is the I-84, I-86 interchange up here near Burley, Idaho. They've been redoing this for a while, so I have not seen it since they redesigned everything, and I'm really curious to see what they've changed. So there's that flyover ramp above us now.
0.2 miles, keep to the left on I-84.
Oh. Alright, so I just need to merge left. And now traffic comes in from the left. Oh, that's awesome. This is so much better.
Continue on this road for 218 miles.
Alright. Well done, Idaho. Well done indeed. Yeah, and then that's the I-84 traffic off to our left coming in. So it's more of I-86 merging into I-84, where before it used to be, it felt more like I-84 was ending and then continuing on I-86. even though 84 is the number that kept going through both ends of the interchange. But now it's like proper 86 is the split-off highway, which most of the traffic would take 84. So it's they've certainly improved the capacity of I-84 through that interchange. So that should hopefully decrease traffic there, I think. Not that it really backs up a lot, but having one more lane going to I-86 than I-84 seemed very silly before, and I'm glad they have fixed that. Very cool. Oh, and we're losing a lane. I'm just going to move over now because there's trucks coming up behind me that are just slow enough that they're going to block me in if I try to let them just chill behind me. They're going to be pissed because they're stuck behind me going through this work zone, and I am only doing 58. But, you know, they'll live going a little bit slower through a work zone today. If being stuck behind me for a mile through a work zone ruins your day, then you failed in planning. It's not my problem, it's yours. If you're that tight on your schedule, you are already late. And nothing I could have done would have changed that. All right. What were they doing there? Is that like a little bridge or something? What just fell? My GoPro remote that I have not set up yet. That is what fell. Or possibly my box of sticky mounts. Oh, is that a new rest area? Oh, yes, that's gonna be so nice to have that here. Oh, yay. Wait, isn't there a rest area like just before this interchange on 84? Maybe that's a way station. That actually kind of looks more like a way station now that I think about it, with that super long run up. And then, yeah, that's a way station. That's definitely a way station. It makes sense too, because it makes more sense to have the way station on this side of the interchange to hit traffic from both I-84 and I-86, rather than having it on the bit that's only I-84. So that's actually probably a good change, honestly. I mean, good for Idaho. It's going to cost me some time on my average trips, but super cool to see that got built so fast. Wow, I'm so glad I turned on the GoPro here. Things have changed a ton since I was last through this area. Oh, that's very cool. Very, very cool indeed. Well, you're all in a bit of a walk, aren't you? Yeah, welcome back anyway. Let's just, can I, like, yeah, better? A little bit better. A little bit better. Welcome to Western Idaho. We're about to jump onto US Highway 95, going north up to Fruitland, Idaho, for our pickup today. We're catching up with the May trucking truck, which is all right. It turns out this is going to be a live load. Our appointment is at 2 o'clock.
1.5 mile. Take US 95 3 Landon Dam. Turn right at 0.3 miles.
It is not a good spot to be pulling over when there's an exit right here.
Quarter a mile. Take US 95 3 Landon Dam. Turn right at 0.3 miles.
Yeah, we got to get up to Fruitland. We're going to pick up a bunch of soft drinks from a Coca-Cola bottling facility, and then we're going to head towards Montana. So the plan, once we're loaded, we are due in Bozeman before 1400 tomorrow, and it is currently 12:45. We're both on Mountain Time, so same time zone, so we're good there. So we could take the fastest route. We could take the most direct route, which is not necessarily the fastest route, and that would be, are you signaling? Yeah, we're good. The most direct route is not necessarily the fastest route. So we're probably not going to take that. Instead, we're going to stick to the interstate so we can keep our speed up if we need to. Are you going to turn in front of me? Okay, cool. For a second, it looked like you were thinking about it. And we're just going to pop over into the slow lane here.
In 1.5 miles,
We belong.
turn right on South Pennsylvania Avenue.
That doesn't sound correct. Alright, well, we'll probably just be ignoring Mr. Thomas then. Because I guess he doesn't have the correct, setup for this place. So the road that the truck entrance is on is not in the GPS, so I wasn't able to pin the exact spot we need to go to. Oh, it's trying to take me like straight through town instead of on the bypass. We're going to use the bypass route because that's what you're supposed to do in a truck. And we're just going to... I know where we're going in this town, so I'll be able to get us there even with Tom out to lunch. Northwest First and a Half Avenue. That's a great name. That's, I guess, the downside of numbering your roads is when you build a new road between them, you wind up with some silly numbers. Oh, that was very funny. That was very amusing to me for some reason. All right, so can this lane stay on the bypass, or do I need to move
In a half
over?
mile, turn right on South Pennsylvania Avenue and then slight left at 0.7 miles.
No. Unless there's a sign that specifically says trucks need to do that, then I'm not going to do it, because that's the business loop, and we're not going to anywhere on the business loop. We're going
quarter
through
a
town.
mile, turn right on South Pennsylvania Avenue and then slight left at 0.7 miles.
Just a big old no. No. Yeah, that's clearly not really meant for trucks, except locals. This is much more clearly the through route. Yes, I know. So anyway, what was I saying? We're going to stick to the freeways. So that's going to be Interstate 84 East to Interstate 86 East. Why are you straddling the middle lane? It's a semi. You should know how to handle driving around a semi. What's wrong with you? And then we're going to take 86 East to I-15. We're going to take I-15 up to Idaho Falls. And from Idaho Falls, our route options are, there's two different route options we can take. So we can either cut through the northwest corner of Yellowstone National Park. There is one truck route that you can legally do that on. And that is US Highway 191 from West Yellowstone north into Bozeman. But I don't know what the weather situation is going to be. So if the weather is not great there, we might take I-15 up to, I forget the state highway, but there's a state highway that connects I-15 and I-90 east of Butte without having to go over the Continental Divide. So we'll probably take that. Or I guess if that highway is in really terrible shape, we'll probably end up, I guess we could go all the way up I-15 to I-90 and then go east from there. But that would, I would find it unlikely that the state highway would be in better shape than Homestake, or would be in worse shape than Homestake Pass, so we'll probably end up on the state highway if we have to go that way at all. Ideally, we'll be cutting through Yellowstone.
Mile, turn right on 4th Street and then approaching the destination on the left side in 0.2 miles.
Oh, you finally figured out I'm on the correct road. Thank you, Tom. You're about to get it wrong again, but you're trying, and I appreciate that. Hello, Coca-Cola. Yes, that's one of their trucks, so that's their old entrance is down that road. We need the 7th Street entrance, which should be where that guy's coming out.
Off round.
That worked out well for both of us. that's actually a really nicely cut turn for trucks. It didn't look like that from a distance, but it really is quite nicely cut. My axles are at like midway back and had no trouble clearing that curb without me having to go into the oncoming lane.
Approaching destination in a quarter of a mile on the left side.
All right, I'm gonna go check in with these folks and I will see you all once we're loaded and back on the road. Oh, welcome back, folks. We are on the road. We've got our cargo. We have blasted through Boise, and we are headed east once again for a delivery tomorrow in Bozeman, Montana. We've got a truckload of a variety of soft drinks. I saw some Dr. Pepper in there and some like weird energy drinks. And I think there's some Coca-Cola stuff up at the front, but I don't know. The only one they'd have to worry about with me is the Dr. Pepper. I am a sucker for that stuff, though I prefer the Dr. Pepper Zero that they've started doing lately. That stuff's good, especially the vanilla Dr. Pepper Zero, which I've so far only found at the Sapp Brothers in Salt Lake City. And nowhere else. Just enough to get me hooked on it, you know? But yeah, anyway, we are somewhere in Idaho right now. Not sure exactly where. Oh, we're about to go down a pretty steep hill, actually. I just recognized where we are. Okay, let's... I don't know that this truck can hold this hill at 65 mile an hour. So we're going to start reducing our speed now. Just in case. Just in case. We are a little heavy. We've got like 40,000 something pounds of cargo on board. Also, I'm still kind of new to the dry van thing. And this load was loaded in such a way, it looked like they were expecting me to use load bars instead of straps. Because they had the load up against the wall, blocking all the spots where I could put the straps on. And it's just like, how am I supposed to strap this down? I mean, I did what I could, but... I don't understand why... Am I supposed to have load bars too? I mean, I can get load bars. I'd be fine with that. That's a cool cab over going the other way. Alright, down to 50. We'll pop our hazards on. That way folks know that we're taking this hill nice and gentle. So we got our engine brakes on low. Oh, okay, so I've got my foot on the throttle still and it won't let me lock in a cruise control speed. That's interesting. Alright, so 50 ought to be good. Nope, come on, there we go. Alright, 50's locked in for our descent speed. Woo. Alright, I'm glad I picked 50 because, alright, yeah, we're good. We're holding 50. There we go. We're going to do cruise control off. And bring our engine brakes down a level. Turn our hazards off. Grab a gear. Alright, so we just want to roll off the bottom of this hill at about 65 ideally. We're in E-Coast now, so we're trying to recapture some of that momentum off of the hill. Still got another little bit of hill coming up, so we're good. We just want to be right as close to 65 as we can, right at the bottom, which is that little dip up ahead. Alright, are we increasing speed again? 57, 58, 58. Alright, cool. We are increasing speed again. And it's going to get just a little bit steeper in a moment. So we're good. We're good. reset cruise control. 67. 68. Because we got the cruise control turned back on, it'll take over with the engine brakes if we get going a little bit too fast. And there we go. That was a perfect hill descent. We have not applied the throttle until right now from the top of that hill. Once I realized we were coming up on that hill, that was all momentum right to the bottom. It is still super satisfying to know I'm still decent at hills. Oh, we are. That was steeper than it looked. We're down to 54 again already. Oh, poor truck. Poor Rocko. Yeah, I think we're sticking with Rocko. I think I like Rocko. Rocko's real good. I was feeling kind of weird about calling him Rocky, just because I don't particularly care for the Sylvester Stallone movies. But I really enjoyed Rocko's Modern Life as a kid, so Rocko's pretty good. So yeah, plan is we're going to get over to Idaho Falls tonight. Tomorrow, depending on the weather, we're either going to go direct to Bozeman via 191 in West Yellowstone, or we're going to go up and go through, what's the town on I-15? Dillon? I think Dillon, Montana? We might go through Dillon if weather is not cooperating in Yellowstone. We'll see. Also, I'm going to check and make sure there's no buffalo crossing the road in Yellowstone. If that's the sort of thing that anyone reports, I don't know. Because I have been stopped by a herd of bison crossing the road on 191, and it's time consuming. And we don't really have a ton of time to throw around. Oh, that's a new 579. You can tell the new 579 from the old 579 because the new 579 has angry eyes. Good evening, good folks. I've just had a realization that I don't think I've done any nighttime footage since I got back to Wilson. So y'all haven't had a chance to appreciate how amazing these LED headlights are. Though looking at the image preview on the GoPro, it doesn't look very great. It does not look great, not gonna lie. Can't see squat. I can see a ton. I can see everything. And we are coming up to the I-86 split. I think Tom is about to jump in with some words. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the Tom's version of this interstate split is still the old version. Has not been updated, even though I literally updated the maps like 2 days ago.
In 1.5 miles, keep to the left on I-86.
Alright, so presumably I need to move left then. Or are we going to get a new right lane coming in? Is that how this is going to work? No, this guy's going to get just too close in front of me is how this is going to work. Alright. I need to go left. Get out of my way. Thank you, car. We're just going to go hang out here and see what happens. Oh, please don't run that car off the road. I honestly have no clue how this is going to work out. I assume there might be like a new lane starting up on the left. Oh, here's, yep, okay, cool. So yeah, we get a new lane on the left, 86 east to Pocatello, and then this becomes the new right lane for I-86, and then the two right lanes go to I-84.
In a mile, keep to the left on I-86.
Nifty! Very nifty. Someone's passing me on the right, so no idea what they're doing. This guy in front of us is slowing down for no reason.
0.2 miles, keep to the left on I-86.
Very confused. I was honestly not sure which way that guy was going to go until the last possible second. And I don't think he knew either.
Continue on this road for 63 miles.
So, one of the lessons I would like to impart upon you all is that when you are looking for a place to park, or if, actually, let's rephrase that. If you are in a time crunch of any kind, and you're not entirely sure that, if you're in a time crunch on a load, and you need to minimize time spent that's not driving at highway speed, rest areas are your best friends. Because at a rest area, you can get right back on the freeway in a matter of less than a minute. You just gun it and go for the ramp and you're back on the highway. Whereas at a truck stop, you could work your way through the parking lot and you gotta turn out onto a road and there's probably an intersection, and it's just not as much fun. And it just costs you time, because all that time is considered driving for the most part. So if you're on a time crunch, like we are a little bit at the moment, rest areas are your best friend for sleeping. And I'm going to bed. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Ellie O'Dare. You can find me on the internet at Ellie O'Dare. Shockingly. Xbox Live, Steam, etc. And yeah. Twitter's the best place to get a hold of me, because I constantly check Twitter whenever I'm not driving. Or you can just leave comments below the videos, because I do read them all. Believe it or not. Tiny channel, I read all the comments. And then delete some. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day. We're in Idaho, just south of Idaho Falls, by the way. Don't think I mentioned that. 200 and... oh, no, that's not correct. One moment. Destination. Guided search. Multi-stop trip. Current trip. Let's remove the loves from the list, and we are loaded.
Continue on this road for 18 miles.
We have 224 miles to go.